James had been waiting for this day his entire life, the day he would marry Lily, the woman he loved more than anything. As he stood at the altar, nerves and excitement filled his heart. The doors opened. Lily appeared, breathtaking in her white dress. Every turned to admire her. James felt his eyes well up. This was it. But just before she reached him, a voice echoed through the church. "Stop the wedding." The room fell silent. A man in a black suit stepped forward, holding an envelope. He walked toward James and threw it at him. "Read this before you make the biggest mistake of your life," the man said coldly. Confused, James opened the letter. His hands trembled as he read, "James, I love you. But I've also been in love with someone else. I'm sorry." His heart stopped. His world blurred. Gasps filled the room. James lifted his eyes to Lily. "Is this true?" Lily's lips parted, but before she could speak, the man in black laughed. "Tell him, Lily. Or should I?" Tears streamed down her face. "James, it's not what you think." James's voice broke. "Then what is it?" "You wrote this." The man stepped closer, his voice calm yet menacing. "Because I forced her to." The crowd erupted in whispers. James clenched his fists. Lily sobbed. "James, he's my ex. He threatened to hurt you if I didn't leave you." James shook his head in disbelief. "You're lying, both of you." The man smirked. He pulled out his phone and pressed play. "Lily, you know what I can do. Leave James, or I make sure he never sees another sunrise." James's breath hitched. The recording was real. The truth was worse than he imagined. Anger, pain, betrayal. He turned and walked out of the church. Lily ran after him, her voice desperate. "James, please, I had no choice." James stopped in the rain, his body trembling. "You could have told me." She dropped to her knees, crying. "I love you." James stared at her for a long moment. "Do you love him?" Silence. She looked down, and in that moment, James knew. He whispered, "Goodbye, Lily," and walked away. The church bells rang, but there was no wedding that day. Was James right to walk away? Or should he have forgiven Lily? Tell us in the comments.